Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And we have had the pleasure of treating Dr. Haynes Peck this week, who's an orthopedic surgeon from Illinois that came down here. And he's been getting adjusted twice a day, and this will be the third day. This is number 5 of 6 for him. I just wanted him to share his professional opinion with you about the services that he's received here this week and what he's observed while he's in our office, if you don't mind, Doc.
Yeah, so I myself have been kind of struggling with a lot of pain. I have to wear a helmet during surgery, and so you can feel compressed a lot during the day. I have to tell you, I don't really understand a lot about chiropractic. I think we had that conversation the other day, but I've seen several of your videos, and I thought that it just kind of intuitively made sense that it felt like I needed to be kind of decompressed. And then I did my own research. I tried to read up about it. You read the good and the bad, but I think probably the thing that I would say is most powerful are these videos. You see patients and you see their reaction, you see that they get up, there's nothing wrong, because I think the adjustment is very powerful.
Yes, it is.
And when you see it, you go, oh my God, that seems like that's a little bit unnatural. But I think the other thing I would say is, for people who don't see it, because you don't see it on the video, I would tell you that as a professional myself, I think the thing that really stands out is everything that you do behind the scenes that you don't see on the video.
Right.
The first day, actually, maybe patients don't want to hear this, but I think you're behind quite a bit because he's spending the time to do a thorough physical exam, history. I know that I was one of your easiest patients this week.
Yeah, you were.
But you gave me multiple chances. You were trying to find things that might be a red flag that I think you're looking for before you do any sort of treatment. And so it really made me feel at ease. And I think the other thing is, you read the good and the bad, and I feel kind of bad, some of the bad comments, but I think what people don't realize is probably what makes you very likable and agreeable is that you do spend the time with your patients. I got to tell you that you're not having people just come through, and it's not like 70 people waiting in your room. You bring them in like cattle, pop their neck, and then they're out. I would tell you that that first day, it seemed like you spent like almost an hour. And I was a straightforward patient, but I think the reason you were behind is because other patients were much more complicated, and so you need to give them that time. And so like I said, I made the decision for me personally that this is something I wanted to try to see if I could feel better. I think our disciplines don't really cross. I think we don't get taught a lot about chiropractic care.
In medical school.
In medical school and practice. We were talking about it again the other day where I don't really refer people to chiropractic or massage or anything like that. And so for me,
because that's just not in you guys' playbook, is it?
It really isn't. And I don't know anything about really your field of specialty. And so I know that some people probably criticize me and say, oh my God, what are you doing? But the reality is that, I have pain and I wasn't feeling well, and I decided to do something about it, and this seemed like the thing to try, because I have been to other chiropractors. You feel good for a little bit, and then you feel like you're compressed again, and I got to tell you, the first adjustment was like, holy cow. And then it's been several days now. For me, I always feel like I gotta pop something, stretch something, I'm fidgeting, and I haven't had to do that at all since Monday, and so.
And you didn't get as sore as a lot of our patients either, you told me.
Correct. I didn't feel any soreness, and I feel great, but I'm sure it's very different for everybody.
It is.
And so I think for people out there who are concerned, I think you do your own research. I think when you come and see Dr. Johnson, I think you're going to be very impressed and feel at ease, I think, because I think, just like anything, how many surgeons have you met who, don't do a good job, or who just,
don't listen to you.
And I think that's probably the thing that's really the divider for you, because I think you could take this technique and put it in the hands of someone who doesn't care, and you're going to have a bad outcome. And so I think
that's true.
I think honestly, I am very grateful that you have the courage to share it. And I think that, hopefully more comes of it, because if you're able to help as many people as you had myself, then I think that's a huge win. And you know, sometimes we don't understand everything. So I think people who don't understand it, because I don't understand it, all I know is that I feel bad and now I feel good. And my head didn't fall off. And, you know, I think that's the key. And, you know, just because you don't understand something doesn't mean that there's anything necessarily wrong with it. And you know, for me, I was able to make that leap of faith. And so
I respect Dr. Peck for his cojones of doing this, because it takes some real cojones to be a medical doctor and come do this.
Oh yeah, I mean, my orthopedic colleagues are just like, what are you doing? But, you know, again, you know, everyone, it's your own kind of decision, and for me, it just seemed to make sense, and I'm glad I came, and hopefully it gives people who are kind of on the fence maybe a little bit more courage to kind of explore it, and if it's not for you, it's not for you. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, but again.
And I tell people that too. I said, you know, we're going to know within the first 3 days whether this is helping you or not. If it's not, I'm not your guy.
Yeah, and like I said, I think the other thing, not to keep giving you plaudits per se, but the other thing that really stood out is that I think you have X-ray available and MRI available, so if there's anything concerning,
right,
you send people that day
to the radiologist.
Correct.
Yep.
And so I don't think many people know that, and I think that that's really important, and maybe that's you know, that's standard of care. It should be, but again, I think it goes to the fact that you're not just a number here, and I think that you're onto something special, and hopefully people do more research about it, and hopefully more comes of it.
Yeah, so, and we're working on getting scientific research studies done on this as well.
Yeah, and that's what I think is really interesting, and hopefully there will be more explanation for why it works, because right. I mean, you've been doing it for, like, I saw videos 8 years, you know, on YouTube right. at least,
right.
And then some of the people that you see going, oh man, that looked like that hurt, but then they come back, and I think that's really powerful.
They're usually smiling when they leave it.
Yeah. So that's what I would say, and you know, I have no problem kind of crossing in the other, you know, specialties, not really understanding, and you know, just putting my trust in your hands, and I'm glad I did. I feel awesome.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing your professional opinion about what you actually felt yourself and witnessed yourself and experienced yourself, because we've got some orthopedic surgeons that have made videos about my technique and slammed it, saying I was getting abnormal pathological reflexes after I did it and everything, that the Herman sign and stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, I invited him to come down here to experience it for himself, and he refused.
Yeah.
But you've taken it upon yourself to learn the real truth about it by getting it done.
Yeah, and you know, I can't really, I mean, I don't really know. All I know is that when you get adjusted, it doesn't feel like anything pathologic's happening. I'm not getting any shooting pains down my arms or my legs. It just feels good, and it just kind of feels right. And again, I don't know that I have a scientific explanation for it, but you know, the beauty of your videos is that it's very powerful. It shows that, you know, patients are not being harmed, and you know, I don't know, I would definitely come back, but hopefully I don't, because it means that the treatments are working for a while. Yeah. That's really the key.
Yeah. Okay, well, listen, I appreciate it. Let's show them how we did that then, Doc. I'm gonna have to check your posture first. Okay, I'm going to have you close your eyes and flex your head forward and backwards, please, sir. And then back to neutral for me. See, you're getting pretty centered. You still got a little of the forward head posture going on. That's probably your biggest nemesis, but you're probably doing that with your surgeries all the time, bending forward and leaning forward.
Like leaning forward.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We take care of some cardiovascular surgeons as well, and they're all bent over, you know, for 6 to 8 hours working on those hearts. But your head's a little translated to the right, but not near like it was on Monday. Your pelvis is right down the middle now. Yep. And he came in here with neck pain and upper thoracic pain, mid-thoracic pain, but the main thing that he told me on his history was that he felt compressed, and he was never able to get rid of that compressed feeling with your previous adjustments. Is that correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So we're going to decompress him right now. You know, it doesn't matter whether you're an oncology professional or orthopedic surgeon or neurosurgeon or a chiropractor, for that matter, a regular patient. I deliver the same quality of service on every single person, no matter what their background is. Okay, nice deep breath. Get under your towel here. There it is, right there. Yep. It's a dramatic adjustment, though, isn't it?
It's it feels like sex in your spine.
There we go. I think you described it yesterday as an orgasmic.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It is orgasmic too because it highlights the sympathetic and parasympathetics right away.
Yeah, there's something positive going on.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's come over here on this stuff. Yeah, yes, sir. Do you specialize in any specific type of surgery, like hips or?
Yeah, I replace hips and knees.
Okay. That's some heavy duty work here too.
Oh yeah.
I've been in with some of my friends who are orthopods and doing hip replacements and knee stuff. There's a lot of twerking and pulling and.
It's human carpentry.
What's that?
It's human carpentry.
Yeah, that's right. This is a physical work as well. Dead body weight's heavy, isn't it?
It's definitely.
When you got people on that anesthesia, that's all dead weight, huh? Very good. Okay, so let's turn you on your back, please, sir. Have you got to take in any Houston's good eateries while you've been here?
Just some barbecue.
Oh, okay. You go to Burns Barbecue?
No.
No. They were closed,
Oh,
unfortunately.
we're on Monday, yeah. When are you leaving, tonight or tomorrow?
This afternoon.
This afternoon. There we go. You can relax your hands there. Now, he also did complain of some acid reflux symptoms when he came in too, so I've been pulling his abdominal fascia down in an attempt to get his rib cage equal and symmetrical to hold his diaphragm. Yeah, deep breath. Exhale. Now, we do not diagnose or treat acid reflux, hiatal hernia, or GERD disease, but we do treat the biomechanics of the thoracic spine rib cage, know it? And pulling down on the fascia here is also musculoskeletal in nature. One more time, please. There we go. Now, I think you told me your acid reflux had been a little bit better too since Monday.
A little bit.
That's a horrible condition, and the reason I know so much about it is because I had a severe case of it myself. I went to the hospital one time. I was having severe chest pain and pain down my left arm and sweating. Thought I was having a heart attack. So I went in and they did a heart cath on me right away. Okay, let's sit you up, face out that way. He goes, there's nothing wrong with your heart. You just have acid reflux. I go, just? I'm here at the hospital, aren't I? Took me about 3 years of dealing with that to find a chiropractor who did exactly what I just did on you. But we're constantly learning things, huh?
Yeah.
Or you should be.
Yeah, and I think that there's a lot that's going to be probably researched on your technique. I think it's going to be really interesting to find out.
What's actually happening.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in finding that out too. Because I know it's affecting your neurology, I just don't know how.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna, trying to get some research done with some brain mapping and EEGs and.
Yeah, and that's why I said, I think we talked about yesterday, it's like you go from here and here, we may not understand the middle, but it doesn't invalidate what you're doing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thanks again for sharing your opinion with everybody today.
yeah.
Let's stand up here and shoot you before you leave. I gotta pull your leg and shoot you every visit. Okay, let's go forward first and let me just bounce your muscle spindles. Now let's do your mirror image. Yep. Very good, okay. This should feel a little bit easier to you this time, Doc, tell me.
Yeah, I feel better every single time.
Great.
I wish I could get it every day.
Well, you're always welcome to come back anytime. And please spread the word to some of your colleagues that this is the real deal.
I am, but they keep telling me I'm crazy.
You're crazy. Well, I've been called crazy for years. So, this is your crazy Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas, with Dr. Pike from Illinois. He's an orthopedic surgeon that just got adjusted on the ring dater table, and his head's still on there. We'll see y'all soon.